Igbo Area TV, Onondi Igbo.
Nnamdi Kanu declares position on restructuring. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has kicked against the Southern Governor's call for the restructuring of Nigeria. Recall that the governors under the aegis of Southern Nigeria Governors Forum on May 11 resolved for the restructuring of the country to end agitation for secession in the region. The governors were said to make the decision in Asaba, the Delta State capital, while deliberating on how to curb the deteriorating security situation in their respective states and other parts of the country. However, the IPOB leader, in a tweet on Friday, via his Twitter handle, said Nigeria needs secession, not restructuring. According to him, restructuring may not end the bad governance that stimulated the agitation for separation. Do you want Nigeria restructured to 1960 era that lasted only 6 years? Or to Aburi that drove you all mad enough to commit genocide? Nnamdi Kanu asked, stating that their new restructuring will not turn bad men to good men. He then pointed in his tweet that what Nigeria needs is dismemberment, not some dodgy restructuring. Southeast governors to IPOB and MASSOB, give us 6 months to negotiate with federal government. The Southeast Governors Forum yesterday appealed to the secessionists in the zone to give it 6 months to negotiate solutions to their grievances with the federal government. The chairman of the forum, Dave Umahi, made the plea at the presidential villa in Abuja while featuring on the regular ministerial press briefing organized by the President's Commission team. He said he, alongside his colleagues in the zone, had asked the youth to present their demands in prints and hand over to them, the governors. Anambra State pushed to be recognized as the 10th oil-producing state in Nigeria. Almost all the southern states of Nigeria are gradually discovering the most powerful market tool in the world, and Anambra State is not an exception. Well, the governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has met with the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Temipure Silva, in Abuja on Monday, 17th May 2021, to discuss the possibility of formally recognizing Anambra State as an oil-producing state. Meanwhile, report shows that the state government should also focus on the illegal exploration of crude oil at Ogwu Ikpere and environs. As to who issued the license and to whom was the oil wells allocated to without the knowledge of the state government, the derivation funds, etc. Reactions as another form of sachet water hits Abia State. With the increase in the price of sachet water in many parts of the country, many people have been looking for a way to boycott the use of sachet water. Obviously, man cannot do without water, as it is the most basic need of man. Inasmuch as water is very essential to life, clean water is also vital to humans. This is why clean drinking water should be made available and accessible. The doubling up of the price of sachet water in most parts of the country today is currently affecting many people negatively, the poor especially. In a quest to combat the high cost of sachet water in Abia State, some residents of the state is said to have decided to produce another form of ice water. A Twitter user known as Harrison posted pictures of Aba-made sachet water on Twitter. He said that he loved the spirit of people of Aba as they have produced new sachet water This water was seen in the pictures is contained in a white transparent nylon, and it's obvious that the water comes from borehole. Unlike other sachet water, this new development of ice water may be untreated, but it is chilled and is also more in quantity. Meanwhile, after the picture of the ice water surfaced online, many people reacted with their individual opinions. Some people condemned the idea of drinking the water, while some other people believe that it is a welcome development. Someone said that with the invention of the ice water, there will be competition, which will result to slash on price of sachet water. Another person complained about the risk of drinking the water. He mentioned some waterborne diseases that could be gotten from the new form of ice water. Now let's review as we used to do in our own way, concerning the calls for restructuring. And the fact is that the call for restructuring did not start today. The North does not even want restructuring. They prefer Nigeria to continue like this. Even Goodluck Jonathan, what he did through the conference, which cost Nigeria about 4 billion naira then to organize, was a sort of restructuring. But Buhari quickly came in and quickly cancelled it. Buhari refused to implement the confab report, which would have at least saved Nigeria to an instant. So what are we talking about? And meanwhile, some people said Jonathan would have done something like that before his second term, and that he's playing some tricks. Anyway, the North knows how to buy time. They will never restructure. And even if you come to the table of restructuring now, the North will use tactics to make such fail. I think the South should stop wasting their time unless they have other means of making the North agree with them on this. If I want to proffer solutions, I would say time for restructuring has passed. Let's conduct referendum so as to ascertain how many of Nigerians still prefer to remain in the union. Yeah. Now, in the second story, the South East governors, they went straight to Abuja. You could imagine. Umahi went to Abuja. From there, he called on the pro-Biafra groups to shed their sword for 6 months and let them resolve the issue of Biafra. Why are these governors demanding 6 months from pro-Biafra groups like MASSOB and IPOB to right the wrongs of about some 6 decades, about something that happened for like 60 years of maltreatment of Ndibo? Are they trying to say 1 month for a decade? 1 month for each? Are these governors not trying to buy time? Umahi is interested in presidency, like we said, and he certainly wouldn't want anything to affect his chances, as the North is already finding an excuse in Biafra's secessionist threat to deny Ndibo their turn again, as usual. You hear some voices in the North saying because Igbos are involved in agitation for secession, they can never rule Nigeria. Aside that, there is no time the North plan to allow the Igbos rule, so Igbos better have a rethink. Most Igbo men already know the outcome and what will happen before 2023. Igbo politicians are the ones wanting Igbo presidency at all costs. Average Igbo man know the plan of the North, so we're not looking towards that direction. Anyway, on our test story, Anambra asking to be made part of it, put in the list of oil producing states. And also, there are certain benefits. I think the 13% derivation, this is long overdue. Again, Igbos are mistreated in this contraption called Nigeria. I still see Biafra as the best option for us. Obasanjo, during his presidency, attempted to even remove Abia and Imo from oil producing states. Meanwhile, the take oil from those lands. You could imagine the nonsense these people are doing. The maltreatment of the Igbos is not just about a section of the country. Obasanjo did it. Anyone that had an opportunity tried to marginalize the Igbo. You could imagine what Obasanjo almost did, or even from some corners they said he did it. And now Anambra, they are taking oil from Anambra, yet they want Anambra will have to beg to be included in the oil states. And concerning, the other time IPOB, and not only IPOB, identified that I think around Obaru too, there is an illegal oil drilling there. Some people are taking Anambra oil. Even a member of the House of Representatives from that constituency, Obaru, also raised alarm, and it's like it kept going on. And this is an area that has massive oil, the area connected to River State. And we don't know whether anything has been done about it. Anyway, I would suggest we shouldn't be included in the oil producing states. Abia and Imo should be removed also. But let's allow our states to manage the oil ourselves, the sales and everything. Yes, since Nigeria is trying to play us as usual. Forget that designation, oil states. It's a nonsense. The hatred for Ndibo has continued. Anyway, I blame those who can't yet see the handwriting on the wall for being blind. The best solution to all of what is happening is Biafra. That is it. Now let's look at the final story, Abamed sachet water. Let's be careful. As somebody said, if you drink Aba beer on Monday, you will get yourself on Friday. You will recover from it. That is how they see Abametins. Meanwhile, Abametins are one of the best. But I think these people should be careful with this water. I know things are costly and there is inflation in the country, but anything you are taking, it's better you don't take at all than take something that will kill you. They should make sure the water is properly refined and treated. Don't just take anything because the men's sachet water is costly. Viewers, please add your comment. Tell us what you think. Please be polite while you comment. Subscribe to our channel, please, if you haven't. Click also on the bell icon so that you get our updates anytime it drops. Bye for now.